Good seeing everyone. I can change this up a little bit. Camera's kind of tripping today. No, that's a little too high. That's a little too close. Let's try to get it like this. Let's give everybody a chance to come in here real quick. Let me try to get this situated. This camera today. Shalom, shalom. Good seeing everyone. Not gonna be a good camera day. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. Hold on. There, I think that'll work. Good, yeah, out here on the grind like everybody else. Good seeing everyone. Just gonna get a little bit of time to kind of come together, finish up this this hella week going on right here. Got all these things going on right now, and the vast majority of the world still just totally clueless as to why all these things are happening. So it is a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day for us, for the people in the know, for the ones that Most High is awakened at this time. So it's definitely a wonderful day for the ones that are following the Most High, been awakened by the Most High. Great seeing everyone here. It's great seeing everyone. Just want to say thank you to all of the family that's been coming and supporting, and coming in and spending time together. I said it's just been a beautiful thing to see how we're growing. I mean, growing in numbers, growing in knowledge and understanding, growing and coming back to the Most High. So it is an absolutely beautiful thing. I saw that story about UK troops in the Ukraine saying, "Oh, they went on their own. We didn't authorize this, but with there's NATO, I mean, or UK troops over there." I just saw Sister Lisa Cabrera passed. I've started. What is it? Has a story about the Congress passed with a $13.6 billion going to Ukraine, like in the middle of the night. It just got money for everybody else. I said the hypocrisy is just like right in your face. I said they got money for everyone else, people who aren't even part of this country. They got money for everyone else. But when it talks about, reparations and things for the people, we need a committee for that. We need to, have a discussion. We need to, kind of talk about that before. We need to table that till later, and that's okay. I said, because it wasn't for you guys, to give us reparations. That's what our Father is going to do. That's what the Most High is going to do. And plus, you don't have enough money to pay back, all the things you guys have done. You don't have enough money for that. Most High is going to require that, not with just money. He's going to require flesh. He's going to require double the years of recompense. It's not just going to be about that money. That money's fake anyways. I said Most High is going to want. He wants blood. He's going to want Numbers 35 and 33 to cleanse the lands. You know, I said, so you're not going to get away with cutting a check anyways with fake money. That's not going to fly. I got on the thumbnail, I put the pictures of the Dogs of the Conquest book. I said, you guys make your history so expensive. You make the things that talk about, the history you guys were so proud of before. Now you guys want to hide it. You guys are proud of being able to just, go over and just take whatever it was that you wanted. You guys are proud, and you guys are talking in between yourselves all the time about all the things y'all could do before. Now, if you wanted it, you could just go in and take it. How, Trump would be like, yeah, we're going to go into Syria and we're going to stay here and build bases because that's our oil now. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the kinds of things that you guys have been doing. The kinds of things you guys have been able to do, just go and just take whatever it is that you wanted, and no one could ever do anything about it. But that was all part of your blessing. And when you guys were in your blessing, you were really proud of it. You got, you wanted to throw all that information out there. And now that we're at the end, and now you know that there's going to be, you know, consequences for those blessings. Now all of a sudden, those books are now, I think we got that book for $100 and something. Now it's $1,500. I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, before, when you all wanted to toot your horn and bring out, and show everybody how great you were, you guys want to disseminate all that information. You want that information spread out. But now, we're using that information to bring out the truth. Now all of a sudden, it's very difficult to get these books and to get this information. But that's okay, because the Most High makes a way, and He gets it to us. He gets it to the people who need to have it, so that we can bring out this information and this understanding. You know, and that's what we're doing right now. And it's amazing to watch, all these shows, these new shows that are just going in and talking about how, we need to pray for peace. We need to come together as a people. And it's like, it's amazing, because you guys are so quick now to just forget about your history. You are so quick to forget about, I mean, when did you guys, in 1492, y'all didn't come over here for peace. Y'all came over here to destroy, to take over and destroy. Y'all, peace, when our people wanted peace, when we were trying to sign treaties in order for us to be able to live peaceably, you broke every single treaty. So therefore, y'all didn't want peace when you had the sword. So I think that there is a sign that you guys know your blessing has been taken away. I mean, just by your actions alone, it kind of seems as if that your blessings have been taken away, because you guys would be so quick to try to fight and try to get into it, get a scrap with anybody. And now it doesn't seem that way anymore. I said, what were they talking about? How they were putting missile systems on the border with Russia. Well, they put them in Poland. No, not Russia. They put them in Poland, so they could, kind of like semi put like maybe a no-fly zone in Western Ukraine. Yeah, like I said, we'll see how that goes. What is Paul saying? I saw that Christian rock and roll concert instead of the news today. I'm sure it's getting depressing. Because I said the narrative that they're trying to put out is not what's necessarily playing out. Oh, they keep saying that Putin is upset, and Putin is upset because the war wasn't going as planned and things like that. I'm like, well, isn't that war? Isn't that anything? Like, nothing goes as planned. But you guys were saying, I said the pundits here, the people here were saying that Putin thought he was just going to walk right in and be greeted. I mean, I'm sure that Putin knows the people better than the people here. So I'm sure, I really doubt that he was just expecting to just walk right in and them to say, yeah, come on in and just take over. And after like 2 or 3 days, he'd have the whole country. I really doubt he thought that. I said there's plenty of people that are gonna fight. I'm sure he knew that. But see, they keep talking about how, oh, these people are fighting back and they destroyed a helicopter here and a plane there. But I haven't seen very many people talking about how the fact that Russia had like 50 or 60,000 Ukrainian soldiers surrounded, and that they were in negotiations, because if they didn't give up, they were going to pretty much slaughter the 40 or 50,000 of their like best troops. And now they pretty much control like the whole southern part of the whole southern part of the Ukraine, where so pretty much landlocking, the Ukrainians, and then now Russia going to control most of the waterways. I said so it's like I mean, I don't think it's going as bad as they make it sound. I mean, I'm sure they were expecting to have losses. It is a conflict. So ultimately, what is it? I mean, it's like, so if you lose some planes, you lose some helicopters, but you gain a country. I mean, isn't that usually kind of like, isn't that what, that's how it works. And they make it seem like, you're supposed to, I don't know, like it's Call of Duty, I guess. And I guess, you're not supposed to have any real deaths. And that, that I guess if you die, you just get to respawn in a new location. I mean, it's not, it is what it is, you know? But yeah, like I said, they want that peace now. I said, because like I said, they don't have that sword no more. Yeah, I saw Brother Abdullah's video. I was listening to some of it this morning about the Golem. I was like, yeah, he was definitely going in, definitely going in. I said, hey, like, dude, you don't come at people like that, just running your mouth and saying stuff like that and think they're not gonna respond. I said, that's those days are over with. And as a nation here, I said we should be taking up for one another, you know, definitely, defending each other. I said just like the other nations do. They all, hey, even if they're wrong, they still defend each other, right? And they said Brother Abdullah went in hella hard. And that's the way it should be, you know. I said that's just the Most High showing that there's a huge difference going on in here in Israel. I said we're not all the same. I said so, and it's like, but that's the churches though. Churches want everything to be the same. They want to be able to say whatever the hell they want to say to you, but then when you respond, you're the problem. I say, but that's what the society's always done. You know, I said they want to say whatever they want about you, but then when you respond, and you need to be the bigger person. I said, nah, it's okay. We can all be petty like that. That's okay. That's right. Brother shouldn't. And shouldn't have held anything back. I said these are the times that we're in now. I said these people, keep making the same comments over and over again. They're not proving absolutely anything. Nobody even cares about what that dude has to say. Nobody's even paying attention to him anymore. And I said when people stop listening to you and start paying attention to you, I said, and all you do is you just deal with wanting responses. You want to be in the limelight, but the only way you can be in the limelight is by causing division and attacks. I said you don't have any substance, and that's the whole thing. When you don't have any substance, this is what you have to resort to. Definitely time to shut down that garbage. I said when you don't have substance, I said that's what you're forced to do. You know, you're forced to pretty much just make up false accusations. How many times are you gonna say the word witchcraft? You're gonna say all Kabbalah and Zohar. I was like, bro, you haven't read it, so why even waste? Why wasting you? We're not even wasting our time talking to you. We don't talk to people who don't even read the books. I said, just yeah, you just got to kind of you better be careful who you're running your mouth against. I said that's how it. I mean, that's how it is. I said these people need to learn how to they got to be very careful who they're running their mouths against. You know, I said because Most High is the one that ultimately is going to show who he's with. People who always got to say that the Most High is with me. The Most High is with me. Probably Most High is not with you. If you gotta tell people all the time that I got the Holy Spirit, and you don't, I got it, you don't. See, it's really evident to the people. They're gonna see who has the Spirit and who doesn't. You don't gotta tell people. I'm this and I'm that. You don't gotta tell people that. I said, if it's true, you'll know. The people will know. The people will be drawn to you. The people will be drawn. You don't gotta beg and plead for people to accept you, or you don't gotta try to force yourself into the Bible or force yourself into books. People will just know it naturally because the Spirit will tell them. So I done been attacked many a times. I said I got people making videos. I was just cracking up just looking at some of these people making these videos. Some other new dude all of a sudden making videos about myself and then he was here for a little while and all of a sudden he's out here making videos and it's hilarious because the dude was talking about he had the picture of Joseph Smith, the one that old boy tries to use all the time. The dude is supposed to be Joseph Smith, and then he puts Big Judah, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't even use that picture. Why are you using my name in your video? Oh, my bad, because you need someone to pay attention to you, so you got to put my name in the title of your video so someone will pay attention to you. I said, okay, man. I said, you're not the first person that's done that. Exactly. Another one, exactly. Big Judah this and Big Judah that, and I'm like, dude, bruh. I was like, I said, if you're a man, I said, you stand up on your own 2 feet. You don't need to be, well, unless, you don't have anything to really push. All you want to do is go against everything that we say, which I don't care, but just go and teach that. But why is it you got to put my name in your videos all the time? And your titles of your video, you know what I'm saying? Like all the time. I said, so this is nothing new, I said, so, but like I said, I always tell people all the time, just be very careful who you're attacking. I said, because like I said, I don't have to say anything. I said, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in history. I've done been attacked many a times. And where are all those people that attacked me? So you don't see all those people around here anymore running their mouth. I said, most of them, I said they fall off. They fell off. I said, but that wasn't anything to do with me. It has to do with my father. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that makes them fall off. I don't got to say anything. I don't got to do anything. I just continue to do what the Most High has me do. I said, and if what I was doing was wrong, trust me, I'd be the one falling off. That's how I look at it. If I'm not teaching what the Most High wants me to teach, then I'll fall off, and that's just the way that it is. I said, but now the Most High is the one that removes them out of the way. He's the one that diminishes them. I don't have to worry about. I don't have to say anything. And that's why when you see people always trying to tell people about I'm this and I'm that, I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see what the Most High is going to have the last say. I said, because he said, I'm not in it for vainglory and for this and for that. I said, the Most High is the one who's going to get all the glory. It's all about him. So, when people just make blanket statements all the time, we're drinking blood, we're practicing witchcraft, we're, reading the Kabbalah, and that's what got our people destroyed the last time, and this, and that. I'm like, oh, okay, man, all right, bro, whatever. We'll see. We'll see. It's ultimately, like I said, it's the most high who's going to get all the glory. The best time to visit Wakanda. Dude, I don't know what time the best time to visit Wakanda. Why you keep pressing the same thing over and over again? I ain't been to Wakanda. I don't know what the heck this dude's even talking about. Oh, Wakanda's fake. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. Another one. But yeah, like I said, so as we're going through like all this history, that these Gentiles have just been ignoring, and it's like this is why they just cannot come to the fact that they've come to the end. They know that their blessing's been taken away. I said, but it is like I said, but the thing is that that's our job. We keep bringing out this information. We keep bringing out this information because, as you can see, these other people are not bringing out much of the history of what these people have done. I said we're going to definitely keep going in. Most I put some information in my head. He wants me to go back and kind of review with the family, and we're going to definitely do some of that. Just to kind of go in. Like I said, hey, all these things that they've done. I said they're so convenient to like they've wiped out our history, but now they're doing their best to just ignore theirs. They're doing their best. Like I said, this history they were so proud of that now all of a sudden they don't want to talk about. The trolls have been activated. Yes, he's definitely putting it in their faces and and tormenting them. Could you imagine right now? I said, these guys have been able to come out and just say whatever it is they want to say, and no one's ever checked them. No one ever checks them on the stuff that they say. No one ever facts checks them. They just say whatever about how great their country is and how great their history is. And now you got people that are coming out with facts about history and about prophecy and about Pluto, and you easily see how they've been trying to hide Pluto and hide the effects that Pluto's going to have. But then you watch and see how you know Pluto's actually already started to make changes within the last 2 weeks. Within the last 2 weeks, we went from you know Russia maybe going in, Russia's not going to go into Russia already being in, Russia taking over the whole, almost the whole southern section of the Ukraine, Russia and pretty much encircling, or you know, was that 50,000 of their troops. I said, so you got all these things going on. You got our gas prices shot up. I saw, pretty much 660, 670 a gallon. You got Saudi Arabia not even taking calls from the president. He's over here begging anybody to give them more gas, more oil, so we can get cheaper gas, and you know, and they're sitting there, whatchamacallit, not even Saudi Arabians who are supposed to be tight with us aren't even taking calls from the president now. You got China just kind of just waiting in the cut, quiet. You got North Korea kind of waiting in the cut, just kind of quiet, waiting for their time. You know what I'm saying? So you just see all these things have happened within just the last 2 weeks. Within just the last 2 weeks. But you're gonna try to say that Pluto has no sway whatsoever. Exactly, Russia has control like 40% of Ukraine already within 2 weeks. But then I guess it was funny because someone's like, "Well, America had air. I think it was New York Prepper. America had air superiority in Iraq in 24 hours. Well, Ukraine ain't Iraq. You know what I'm saying? I said Ukraine has Soviet weapons. And plus they get all these weapons from all the NATO countries. So it's like so you're gonna start to people are gonna sit there and start to act like that whatchamacallit that is going on. Like Pluto doesn't have anything going on. Pluto doesn't have any sway right now. So that Pluto doesn't have any sway right now. That Pluto's not doesn't have anything going on as far as any like is not actually affecting anything here. That Pluto's not really a planet, and Pluto's not Hades, and Pluto doesn't mean death and destruction in life. You know what I'm saying? Like people can say whatever they want to say, but the proof is in reality. The proof is in what you're seeing. Pluto has pulled up and is wrecking shop all over the world right now. And I say, yeah, exactly. I mean, NATO's been helping the Ukraine, so it's not like NATO was helping Iraq when America was going after Iraq, right? So it's like, I mean, so it's like, oh, well, America, when we went into Iraq, we controlled the air in 24 hours. I was like, dude, are you serious? They're like acting like they had some kind of a military. They had old equipment. They couldn't do anything. You guys had all these laws on them where they couldn't get good equipment because of the fact that they had been fighting against Ish. So they couldn't even build up their military. So like I say, I mean, like, so you're seeing like all this. The proof is in reality. You're looking at like you can see Pluto, is just it's coming in. It's just destroying their whole narrative. It's destroying their narrative. As far as like United States like being this super hardcore military that nobody wants to mess with. Well, you saw within 2 weeks, you see like, well, how about we do this? We'll give you guys all the planes. Poland's like, yeah, we're gonna give you guys the planes. We'll fly the planes over to your base over there in Germany, and then you guys go ahead and fly those planes on into to Russia. All right, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And America's like, yeah, we'll do that. Then the next day, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. So it's like, hey, I thought you guys were like, you guys just do whatever the hell you guys want, and you're just gonna just debo everybody and do whatever you guys want. And all of a sudden, it's like, no, we don't want that. We don't want those planes. We don't want that responsibility. We're not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the Most High just he's exposing people. He said, it's one thing when you guys have, the superior fighting force and everything else. I said, but all of a sudden now y'all don't have that. Now it's like, oh well, yeah, y'all are sitting here saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Paul's like, okay, you guys here's the planes. You guys go ahead and fly them in. Nah, we don't want that. We don't want that kind of smoke. We don't want that. You know, I said, that's just the Most High, though. I said the Most High is exposing people, and that's what they said. They're used to doing that. They're used to just deboing people. Yeah, we're America. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna do this, and that. Y'all got something to say? No, we're cool. We don't. We're cool. Now it's like, yeah, we're America. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this, and that. Okay, do that. Bring out in here and see what happens to you. And now, and people pulling their card now, and they're not saying much of anything. You know. So yeah, so things have changed in the last 2 weeks, big time. I'm sure you guys, everybody's seen that already. Things have changed a lot in the last 2 weeks. Like I said, we gotta. Oh shoot, I gotta say anything. I don't know if we're gonna do it the 17th or the 19th. I gotta look again at my dates for the new year, but it's gonna be real soon. We're gonna be like within like a week or so. We're gonna be in our new year. These days just be flying right now. I said we get New Year, and then a couple weeks after that, we're gonna be doing Passover. I'm like, shoot, if this is what's happened in the last 2 weeks, you imagine what's going to happen in our new year. You imagine what's going to happen, in Passover. I said, this is all praises to the Most High right now. That's why it's going to be so important to make sure we follow in those feast days. I said, I think Brother Levi and them, I said, I think they're finishing up the fast today. So all praises to the Most High, all the praying and the fasting. Thank you guys. Thank you for blessing the nation, going with the fasting and the praying. I said, that's all amazing. I said the Most High is hearing our prayers. And it's amazing how we've come to these times. We're at 246 years. We got 2 more years to finish up that cycle. 248 years of the Pluto cycle, and then you got the X marking the spot in America. I said so. All these things, and it must be bothering some of these Gentiles because they come in here asking, "When's the best time to go to Wakanda?" I was like, "It's Makanda, I think, actually over there in Illinois, anyways." But it is what it is. I said it's bothering them. I said, and we know it. The Gentiles and the people who have been aligned with the Gentiles. That's why you're starting to see them cracking and acting all crazier and crazier, day by day. But I'm gonna have to jump in here real quick. I say I got to get the day started. We will try to either come back in later on today, this evening, or tomorrow. If Most High willing, we'll see how it goes. But it's beautiful to see so many people here, and all praise is to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who was wisdom? Who was the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family.